Pisces, August 2019. Okay, I was either going to do you or Gemini today, and it's weird. It was kind of I couldn't decide. I mean, Mercury is still retrograde as I'm making this. My words are very fuddled, by the way. But I couldn't decide. So I do wonder if there's any of you that have Gemini in your chart or are involved with a Gemini person. Okay. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising. Ooh. Okie doke. This is interesting already. My lovely Piscean fellow fishies. Kind of knew this was going to be a big one, as the actress said to the bishop. Don't know what, yeah, don't know why. Coof. Coof. Ooh. Ooh. Hello. Right, there will be an extended reading and there is a link in the description box for that. It will directly follow this reading and dig into some of this. Okay, anything else you need to know as well will be in the description box. Cripes. Pisces. Wow. What's on the bottom? Oof. Pisces, Pisces, this is poof. Well, how very un-Piscean some of these cards are. And I think that characterises what's going down. I don't know why, Pisces, but I'm being put in mind. Let me have a look in my moon diary. In February, just as we were getting all excited, just let me check, that's, yeah, 2019, honestly. Just as we were getting all excited because the sun was going to enter Pisces, even though Pisceans, I think, don't get as excited as other signs when the sun is going to enter their sign, because we're a bit introvert and it's a bit, ooh, the sun's going to enter Pisces, ooh. We're kind of centre stage, ooh, sun shining on us. We're a bit more moon. We're a bit more, let the sun kind of reflect off something else and we'll deal with that kind of, we'll just live in the reflection of it. We're more reflection than out and out, you know? But anyway, as we were just thinking, sun is going to enter Pisces. Mercury kind of went retrograde, didn't it? Let me just find it. When did it happen? Was it March? We got all excited. March. And there was a new moon in Pisces. That's right. So we had the sun in Pisces and a new moon in Pisces. And then Mercury went retrograde the day before that new moon in Pisces. It was March the 5th it went retrograde and the 6th. And everything went like, you know when you have like a bucket of water or something and you stir it up and everything went really muddy, really cloudy. I feel like we're going back to that. Whatever happened for you, Pisceans, lovely Pisceans, whatever happened for you around the time of beginning of March 2019 has been dug up again or swelled up again for the retrogrades in July, and then in August there's a big, like the Harry Potter sorting hat, you know, it's all going into the hat and you're going to get a declaration. That's such a Piscean explanation. I'm so glad you're Pisces, because other people would have switched off by now thinking, as a lot of people say to me, have you been drinking? Coffee maybe. Okay. Yeah, we got the moon in reverse. And when you get the moon in reverse, Pisces, it means because we're ruled by Neptune and Jupiter, we spend a lot of time in the ephemeral and in the mirrors, don't we? And in the lights and in the fairy lights and in the glitter. I've got to show you my at this point, you know, okay, that is my sandal. Okay, that's a very Piscean sandal. We like glitter, the way that fish are never one colour. Okay, we love it. We love the mix up. Well, when you've got the moon in reverse, that is literally like all of the silt falling to the bottom and the surface becomes clear. Things are going to become so clear in August in a very un-Piscean way. And I think it's going to make us Pisces behave in un-Piscean ways. So, whereas you may have been Piscean in a real, I can let it go with the flow, it's laissez-faire, it's, you know, it's not their fault, it's not anyone's fault, it's just the way it's gone. I don't think so. I think Pisceans going to be finding their stick. There's a lot of sticks in the reading. I know they're wands, okay, but they're also sticks. And it feels like we're waving the stick. At last, to be honest. At last. Moon in reverse is a rude awakening. It's the truth. It's things dropping into place. It's scales falling from your eyes, okay? And I tell you what I'm going to do, and this is interesting. And I haven't done this for any of the other signs. Normally, I do the reading and then I do the extended reading by looking at the cards that are already on the table and doing a continuance, but I'm not. In the extended reading, I'm going to do another reading. I know, I'm mixing it up, it's completely spontaneous. Right, so let's see what we're dealing with right now. This is all stuff being drawn out. Like salt draws moisture out of meat or fish or whatever it is, it's a curing process. My God, this is the weirdest reading ever, Pisces. I hope you're still with me. Karma is being revisited from March, from that time of Sun in Pisces, Mercury retrograde, new moon in Pisces. I also feel it may go back to the eclipse in Leo that we had on the 21st, was it, of January 2019. Justice in the reverse. That feels like karma, but it doesn't feel like it doesn't feel like our karma. It feels like the karma of the people you've been dealing with. For some Pisceans, you get to actually draw the line on someone, and this is probably Pisceans dealing with a man in a romantic situation, which is not looking very romantic now. It's a real tipping out the dressing box. Look, I got the King of Pentacles in reverse. Could be dealing with an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. And you could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I've got the King of Swords as well, okay? If you are dealing with somebody, a man, and it is a man, who actually, I've just got the message that for some of you is a man dealing with a woman. Okay, whoever you're dealing with romantically, if they are unemotional, cold, or unreliable, or all of those things, you're going to tip them out of the box. You're going to walk away. You're going to completely cut it dead, which is so un-Piscean. Pisces, as I always say, you know, when all the plasticine is all in different coloured stripes, we want to moosh it all together and really have it all just as one kind of weird, all kaleidoscoping together. That's what we're like. But do you know what? That's gone on a bit too long, and now and again even Pisces finds their big stick and draws a line in the sand with it, and that's what we're going to do. Wow. Pisces, I never thought I'd say this to you, but you've run out of patience in August. Pisces is the most patient. What people don't know is we're patient because we forget everything. So we forget the grudge, otherwise we would have held it if we could remember what it was. but also we're patient because we like blurred lines. We like things to be inconclusive. We don't want the beginning and the end. We want it to just be eternal. We are the eternal 12th sign of recycling, of reincarnation. This particular incarnation has to finish, and that's very unusual for us. We've run out of patience with a person or a situation. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. The famous Piscean patience shop is closing. Okay. For some of you, this is just that you've been in a situationship with somebody where it's just been so what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not good with my words today. Fruitless. That you simply can't carry on with it anymore and you have to defend yourself, okay? This is someone who's been cold, who's been unreliable, 5 of Pentacles in reverse, left you out in the cold. Just for one or two of you, you may have even had a row and got out of their car and they didn't check to see if you were okay. Or you went home and they didn't check, or they never checked on you. You know, they never checked in on you. 10 of Pentacles in reverse, which is double of the 5. The proper relationship, the proper situation, the meat and potatoes, the let's move in together, the commitment, the whole bit in reverse. Overall energy, the Knight of Cups in reverse. I know. They weren't coming at you with the big cup. You know, Pisces is a romantic sign. No apologies for that. It's just the way we are, isn't it? And with romance, we have a lot to offer. There's kindness and there is the fact we forget everything. I mean, what more would you want in a partner than that they can't remember the row that you had yesterday? I know. It's perfect. So it comes to seeing your own value, which again, I'm not saying Pisceans are perfect, okay? We're not. We're just as flawed as all the other signs. But one thing we're not brilliant at is genuinely seeing our own value and standing up for it in the way that like a fire sign would, okay? We are in Leo energy in August. We do have that new moon in Leo. And it really does put a rocket under our backside. We've got King of Swords, King of Pentacles, okay? Justice in the reverse for bad karma. 8 of Wands in reverse for the ghoster or the person who never communicated or communicated intermittently for some of you. Gushing 1 minute, disappearing the next. And with the 8 of Wands in reverse, that is my Mercury retrograde card. And it feels like the Mercury retrograde that you had in March is revisited in July and then dispensed with in August. Scorpio, the death card, all change for Pisces. But because, God, there's so many metaphors coming into my head, which is, I'm mixing my metaphors. You know, all change is something that they say at train stations, and I'm feeling like you're doing your own signalling, okay? I don't really, hi Val, hello gorgeous. I don't really understand how signals and train stations work. But I know that you do have to stop one train so another one can come in. Okay, it's a bit like that. 10 of Wands, you've had enough. You're not willing to shoulder the burden anymore. Whatever that burden may be. And Pisces, you are the king and queens of burdens. People unburden on Pisces. That's what we're for in a way. We're like the kind of... I know there's an astrology book by Liz Green, a really good astrology book, which I can't remember the name of. And she describes Pisces. She says one Pisces told her that they would like to have access to all of the bins, okay, to everybody's bins, so that they could kind of secretly know what everybody was about. And I sort of feel like sometimes Pisces are the collectors and recyclers of everybody's waste, because it's number 12 in the zodiac. It's the fall, it's the collecting, it's where you recycle and reprocess people's feelings and emotions for them. And this is great, Pisces. You make a very good friend for people because you can process their stuff. I mean, that is good. But when it comes to partnerships in work and partnerships in love in particular, because this is where most of us fall down a bit, it's not okay for someone just to empty their bin on you constantly and for you to sort their rubbish, because that's not a two-way street. And this person wanted to empty the bin, but they didn't want to live in the house with you where the bin was kept. Okay? We have the 4 of Wands, the 8 of Wands, the 9 of Wands, and the 10 of Wands. And that is some Leo-y energy. Justice in reverse, trumped by that Death card, Scorpio energy, moving on without any of this, drawing a line in the sand, cutting it off. No more. It's really weird for a Piscean to like, no, that's it, I'm done. But that's what's going to happen. I'm taking a Brian and a Wendy Freud card. I love it. 10 of Wands energy. Drop the burden. Gone. Oh, Pisces. Yep, for some of you, this is it. This is such a strong card for Brian and Wendy Freud. The captive man. The captive man, that's only for a few of you. You're dealing with someone who will not commit because they're committed to someone or something else. Either they're still trudging about with their ex, they're still captive in a situation, maybe they're separated in the eternal divorce that never happens. Maybe they're, deliberately stringing themselves up with things that aren't actually that complicated, but telling you it is complicated. Captive man likes to be captive and is always telling you that he wants to be free. This can relate as well if you're a man about a female. It's about somebody, and this is the King of Pentacles and the King of Swords, it's about somebody who cracks on. In the beginning you think, oh my God, I feel so sorry for them, as they tip their emotional rubbish all over you. I feel sorry for them, it's so complicated, so difficult, they're doing so well. And then, it's been months or years and you get tired because they're not moving on. They're not putting you first. They're not free. And they don't want to be. Pisces, you're going to drop the bin. You're going to drop the bin. It's like, sorry, I dropped the bin. Bye. I love it. It's very un-Piscean. Okay, in the extended, we're doing a fresh reading. I think we're going to use a different tarot pack as well. I'm quite excited about that. Ooh. That's interesting. Okay. Woo! Chuck. Yes! Okay, sorry, I don't normally shout, but yes. Oh, good. Right. Chuck Spezzano, the problem card of using. That's it. That's someone chucking the bin all over you. Okay. Fish heads and newspapers and God knows what. Now this is interesting, and this may only be for a few of you. We get tryst. And I'm noticing there's 4 wands on there. And I'm noticing there's 4 wands on there too. I think that is new love interest, but there's something secret about it, but in a good way, I think. And luck. Finding love when you least expect it. For once though, actually, I don't think that's coming out of left field, because when you stop letting people empty their emotional bins on you, sometimes they start rolling out the red carpet and putting out their own bin. Pisces, to the sea. Yeehaw. It's just a very Piscean thing. You're willing to get in the tub though, and just, Pisces is not going to get in a Ferrari and drive off at speed. They're going to go in a Victorian bathtub and float off and just drift into the distance. It doesn't mean you haven't turned your back on someone. You just did it in Piscean style, okay? Not now. I'm in the bath. Oh, okay. Pisces, this is something we're not very good at sometimes. Body care. Looking after the corporeal structure in which we have to live. Now, most Pisceans feel like they kind of live up here somewhere, okay? And we do, and that's fair enough. But this needs some taking care of in terms of, sometimes with Pisceans, when there's been a lot of resentment, it can come out somatically in the body. So good food, whatever that means to you, you know, no fads, no fuss, just whatever nice food is for you. Good sleep, if you can get it, as much as you can. Baths or water for Pisceans, foot bath, whatever it is. And doing nice things with your feet, whatever, just taking care of the body. The soul you seem to be drawing a line with, and that's very, very healthy. Pushes you into this glorious energy, Pisces, okay? So Pisces, in the extended, we're doing a whole new reading, which I'm looking forward to actually. So if you want that, you can click the link in the description box. Otherwise, Pisces, thank you for sticking with me, okay? And this is good. This is good. Wiping the slate clean, just dropping the bin. I love it actually as we move into the second half of 2019. So do please subscribe to the channel, Pisces. Check out the pick a card readings, and I'll see you soon. Namaste.